Salutation, this is Krishna 5 Nerd, and thank you for joining. And I just have to say, I feel like my hair is coming along gloriously. Like a wonderful mane. On the subject of manes, My Little Pony, cue transition! I haven't learned editing yet. Oh, bad transition, but still, segue into My Little Pony. It's a series that I personally love about Shaka ponies, but specifically the main six and Spike. And now there are definitely other supporting cast, but the main six include Twilight Sparkle, Rarity, Rainbow Dash, Applejack, Pinkie Pie, Fluttershy. And of course, they have what is called the elements of harmony, which are basically subsections of friendship. Twilight has magic, Rainbow Dash has loyalty, Applejack, honesty, Fluttershy, kindness, Pinkie Pie, laughter, and Rarity, generosity. And there's actually a theory, I first heard of it from Dr. Wolf001 on YouTube, that Spike will eventually become the element of sacrifice. And there is a previous generation of elements that includes strength, bravery, beauty, sorcery. And I'm going to make another video because there's also a seventh character who may embody a seventh unknown element. But I just wanted to real fast let you know that will be a future video coming out. My current theory on what the seventh element for the previous generation would be is self-respect, because that first generation of elements seems to be about empowering self through beauty, through strength, through wisdom, sorcery. And so self-respect seems like a decent substitute for sacrifice, which is the second generation of friendship elements, which is the more broad spectrum. However, today I actually wanted to talk a little bit about theology, specifically involving Krishna. Now, I am a Christian, so I haven't learned much about Krishna, which I believe... I didn't do much research, but I believe it's a part of Hindi or Buddhist religion. Sorry for not having done the research on that. But I once went with a friend to the Krishna temple in Salt Lake. Or not Salt Lake. Manti? No, it wasn't Manti. I forget which city it was in, probably Spanish Fork or something like that. It was pretty close to where I live, in Utah. But they practice a belief of 6 opulences, which really hit home with me. It seems very... it seems relatable with my religion in some ways. So Krishna is basically the version of God in the religion, who is omnipotent and all-powerful, all-knowing, all-powerful. And the 6 opulences are wealth, knowledge, beauty, strength, fame, and renunciation. And I'll break those down in a bit, but today I wanted to relate them to the main 6 in My Little Pony. Now, Krishna is the only person who is... I've also heard these opulences, real fast I want to say, I've heard these opulences described as attractive. So Krishna is the all-attractive, meaning he fully embodies the opulences. So he has all wealth, all fame, all beauty, all knowledge, all strength, and all renunciation. Now, being the wealthiest, the most beautiful, the strongest, the most famous, and the most knowing, those 5 were pretty obvious why a god would fully embody those. But I was initially confused about all the Krishna being the all renunciator. What I mean is, Krishna can renounce all. And it took a little context for me to understand why that was important for Krishna. Krishna can renounce pleasures, such as inappropriate conduct with opposite sex, with drugs. Krishna can renounce poor language, can renounce violence. So basically, Krishna is able to put aside sin to do what's right. He can renounce all sin and choose the right, no matter what. So that is actually a very profound thing to have fully. Now, of course, I do not embody these. I sin. I'm not very well known. I'm not very strong. I am very beautiful, though. I'm not that intelligent, and I'm almost broke. So I am by no means a very strong representative of the Opulences. However, the main six, I think most of them have a pretty direct link to some of the Opulences. So there are the 6 Opulences as well as the main 6. And so I just wanted to real quick go through which opulence would Rarity have, which one Twilight or Applejack, and most of them are straightforward, so I feel like it's not going to take long to go through them. But let's just get started. Twilight Sparkle, the bookworm, very powerful magic user who is the embodiment of friendship, and friendship is magic. However, the most important one of these traits is her bookishness, because Twilight is very knowledgeable, and so I think it's very direct that she would embody the opulence of knowledge. And moving forward, Rarity, straightforward. Rarity is the generous fashion designer, and obviously would showcase the opulence of beauty. Applejack is the workhorse on a farm, who is honest to the core. Of course, she is the hardest working, conducting manual labor on a daily basis, and so Applejack would embody strength. As well as earth ponies, the 3 types of ponies are unicorn, Pegasus, and earth pony. Unicorns get magic. Pegasi can fly and manipulate weather. But earth ponies, I've also heard they have their own magic, and I believe that it is strength. They have excess strength. So, overall, Applejack is a shoo-in for the ambassador of the strength opulence. Fame, Rainbow Dash is a showboat. She loves showing off. She's part of the Wonderbolts. She was basically a superhero in Ponyville for at least 1 episode. She's very proud about how she's helped save Equestria over and over again. And she's probably not the most well-known of the main 6. Twilight Sparkle as a princess is the most famous. However, I think Rainbow Dash, through her boasting, claims the opulence of fame anyways. 2 ponies left. Pinkie Pie, Fluttershy. 2 opulences left. Wealth and renunciation. Go ahead and take a moment real fast to put in the comments which pony you think would get which opulence out of the last two, or out of all six. But I want to see if you agree with my determining of these opulences. But honestly, one pony didn't really fit with any very well. One opulence didn't fit with any of the ponies very well, so I put them together by default. And that default is Pinkie Pie and Wealth. Now, Pinkie Pie by no means is not rich. Rarity has multiple shops and would therefore have more money. Applejack has to maintain the farm and sells a ton of apple cider. I think Applejack realistically may have more money. Rainbow Dash has the job of weather control as well as is a Wonderbolt, probably has more money. Twilight is a princess, so probably has more money. Pinkie Pie does have a pretty sweet gig at Sugar Cube Corner, but I wouldn't necessarily say that she is wealthy, as she does have the party planning cave. She has given sacks of bits the size of herself for sweets on a train ride before, so she definitely has money to spare. But overall, wealth isn't the focus of My Little Pony at all, and Pinkie Pie isn't focused on wealth. She is instead focused on enjoyment. You know? So, realistically, I have trouble placing Wealth and Pinkie Pie together except by default. But Renunciation with Fluttershy. This is maybe the second easiest to place behind Knowledge for Twilight Sparkle, because in season 2, the first 2 episodes of season 2 is the showcase of Discord, a Draconequus who is an embodiment of chaos and uses his magic in those episodes to, spoiler alert, to manipulate the minds of the main 6 to embody the opposite of their element. Except for Twilight, instead of magic, she's just magic. She doesn't turn evil magic, she doesn't turn from magic to the opposite, no magic. She just stays. She just becomes depressed. So, but Pinkie Pie is tricked into turning away from her element. So is Applejack. Rarity succumbs to greed and is tricked. All of the main 6, except Fluttershy, are tricked into becoming the opposite of their element. Fluttershy, though, she renounces being upset at her friends for considering her weak. She renounces anger. Through her kindness, she just gives up. I don't know how to word it, but through her kindness, she just gives up selfishness, self-pity, anger. She gives those things up to be kind, and she renounces those. Also, there's an episode where Fluttershy takes a course to be more self-confident, less of a pushover. And at the end of the episode, spoiler alert again, at the end of the episode, she is very good at getting her way, but she gives that up because she sees that the way she's been asserting herself has been hurting her friends. Anyway, I have to end this now, but, go ahead, leave in the comments what you think, which opulence you think the ponies should get. Of course, also share this video, and subscribe. And until next video, this is Christian of Firefly Nerd, signing out.